Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Hope you're well. I hope things are good with you. What an hour it's been. What an hour it's been. Been getting ready for all the shows which are coming your way today, and we've got 3 shows for you. 3 shows still to come. Launch party in just a little while tonight. We've got Crafts Under the Hammer coming your way in an hour. Hammer time! Then right now it's Masterclass, where we're going to be concentrating on all things Royal Jungle. Yes, if you've already got this collection, some inspiration coming your way. If you haven't yet got it, we've broken it down into a few bundles for you. So there's the Essentials bundle, where you can obviously get all of the dies and the stamps and embossing folders. We've popped the paper pads into a separate bundle, the 12x12 and the 6x6. We've got the Vellum, the Special Effects paper pad and the A4 linen card in another bundle. And then you've also got your pearl powders and 6x6 foil adhesives in another bundle. Best thing to do is shop the show, shop the day. And I come into the show bearing good news. There's a code. Yep, there is a code. It has just dropped for today only. In my bestest handwriting. Extra 10. EXTRA 10. Extra 10 will get you 10% off site-wide. Can you try it, please? We've set it up. We don't know if it works. No. Can someone try it, see if it works? No, it does work. But that is only available for you today, site-wide, so you can use it on this show. You can use it on the deals coming up. I mean, that's going to make Crafts Under the Hammer just ridiculous, isn't it? That is just going to be pointless. We're just going to be giving stuff away. And then launch party, of course, tonight, loads of recent launches there that you'll be able to use it on as well. So as I've been told. So extra 10, you're welcome everybody, spread the word. Let's say hello to the most important person on the show. Before I say hello to you guys, I mean, obviously you're very important, but without this guy, there will be no show. And here he is, stuffing his face, Mr. Craig Laird. What you got there?
Just finishing my white cabbage cream egg.
Yeah? Got a white cabbage cream egg, haven't you?
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
yeah?
No, I don't. No, I don't, Johnny. No, I don't. No, it's not one of each.
No.
Yeah.
What happened there? Where do you get them from?
I don't know, someone nipped to Tesco's.
So rumour has it, like locally, Craig had basically stripped all of the supermarkets, but hadn't been to Tesco. So I managed to nip to the back of Tesco, and I found the last 4 cream eggs, white chocolate, apparently in the whole of County Durham. So yeah, Craig's eating the. I mean, that's one. You're not going to eat the other 3 in this show, are you?
I'm not going to say no, because I might. Oh, they'll definitely be gone by 7. Definitely gone by 7. Well, it's the way you eat. Well, everyone eats it different.
How do you eat yours?
Yeah. Big contrasted difference, isn't it, from earlier on show to this show?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Masterclass. This is all about the Royal Jungle, of course. So we're going to delve in. We're going to do a demo. What we're actually going to do as well, bringing in a couple of tips from yesterday's Masterclass with the ink pads. So we'll bring in the ink pads in with this collection as well. I'm going to kind of make my project over the bundles. As Ben said, there's a couple of separate bundles, of course. But by gosh, getting that code within this show as well as the rest of the day, that's awesome.
It is awesome, and it has literally just been dropped on us. So let's say we didn't even know. Extra 10. Who gives you extra? We do. That was a different thing, wasn't it, back in the day? Anyway, extra 10 will get you an extra 10% off site-wide. Just to say also, before I say a few hellos, we've also got a giveaway in this show. What you got to do, I mean, just comment. We're celebrating another well-known national day today. It is Draw a Pic of a Bird Day. So, I mean, if you want to go the whole hog and celebrate, you feel free to draw a picture of a bird and send it in to us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Why are you laughing for? He choked on his egg over there. Or just comment along. Maybe you can send us a picture of a bird, because I know a lot of you are twitchers, aren't you? You like to take, bird pictures. So maybe you want to send in some pictures. You can, but just comment along and we will hand that out at the end of the show. But it would be great if we can get a gallery up as well. Photographs or drawings, or maybe you've got some of our amazing Crafters Companion stamps or dies or embossing folders that you've created projects with birds. You can send those in as well. Oh dear. A few quick hellos and we'll get into it. Jan's on the socials today. Hi to Elsie, says, hello again, Ben Craig team. Trudy's in. Jenny's in Brooklyn. Stephen Nicole says, good afternoon, Ben and Craig. Jeffrey Langley, Joyous Tuesday, Ben Craig and the super crew. Rebecca Dancer and Laurie Barnett in Gilbert, Arizona. Hello, Lynn Harvey. He says, hi again, Ben, Craig, the amazing team, the wonderful social superstar, Jan and everyone. PB Brewer Martin is in again. So excited about what's next. Sarah Ibbotson says, good morning, Ben Craig team and crafty friends from Arkansas. Betty Weaver's in Idaho. Julie Palmer is in. Sandra Evans says, good afternoon. And hello, Carol Garwood Beard saying, hi, Ben and Craig and our superstar. Right, so the Royal Jungle 11-piece Essentials collection. This is one of the 4 bundles that we have for you on the show today. Remember, it's a 30% saving, but you can then get another 10 off using your extra 10, right? You just simply use that code EXTRA10 at checkout and you can get another 10% off that price on the screen. This one is your Born to be Wild, which is that amazing creator card die with your leopard there. Could be a puma, could be whatever cat you wanted it to be, really, I suppose. Just to colour it in different colours. Could be a jaguar, I guess. But the great thing is, panther, yeah, it could be. You've got all these other different stamps that you can pop in its place. So you've got the King of the Jungle, you've got the majestic elephant. It's absolutely beautiful. The illustration on these is just so stunning. And once again, you have got the ability to colour in that beautiful toucan as well. Toucan. Then you've got your jungle foliage, so you can build up all of your fantastic projects with that, with your wreaths. You've got stamps in here too, so all of your jungle sentiments, things like Born to be Wild, Welcome to the Jungle. You've got It's a Jungle out there, I'm Wild About You. Stamps and dies when it comes to your sentiments as well. So you've got the jungle die and then Queen of the and King of the in stamp form. Plus, on top of that, oh, how did I miss you out, Mr. Tiger? Regal Tiger in stamp form. And again, get these back. Check out how beautifully these have been drawn, how these have been illustrated. And once you colour them in, you are going to be creating some brilliant, brilliant projects. You've got a foliage border within that as well. And then lastly in this set, 2 absolutely amazing embossing folders. You've got the stunning snakeskin, which is simply called Snake Print. And then you have also got the croc print as well, the reptile print, which goes with that. 40 quid for all of that 11-piece set, or 52 bucks if you want to jump in and grab that. Like I say, everything is in smaller bundles for you because things have sold out and we are limited. And also here's the thing, if you've already brought or bought the Royal Jungle, you can now get the paper pads, the 12x12. Is that the price of the 12x12 and the 6x6? Oh, so you can get both for 12, less another 10% if you're a platinum member. So that comes down to £10.80. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
That is ridiculous.
That's
wowzer.
Stupid. It's £12.99 just for the 12x12. So you're getting that but basically £2 cheaper and the 6x6 pad thrown in for good measure as well. 24 sheets in there, double-sided. And the 6x6 too, if you're a platinum member, $16 less your extra 10. That's another £1.60 coming off that. So by my terrible maths, that is $14.40 if you are a platinum member. If you want more of the other bits and pieces as well, so the linen card, the vellum, shop the show, shop the day, for all of that, that is an insane deal. For both of those, snap it up. We've got, I think, everything available for you in those 4 bundles and individual items as well. So do have a look on the website and grab those deals. Hi to Patty, hi to Shirl, hi to Carol and Sandra and Michelle. Ulcher's watching from the Netherlands, and Sandy says, oh, Craig, save me an egg. Sandy, you got no chance. No chance. He loves you guys, but do you love anyone enough to save them your last egg?
No.
No, I knew it. See, he loves you, but not that much.
Nope. Shall we have a look at some finished samples first before we delve in and do some crafting? So we're going to be able to do all our concept cards. These are going to be a great collection to be using with like our template library. But what we've got is that versatility of the paper pad. We've got the folders. You've got your stamps in there as well. I mean, that one there, look how different that one is. But such an incredible imagery. These ones I'm just showing you just now are Nicole's made. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. It's the jungle out there.
Template library's on tonight, isn't it?
I believe so, yes, I believe
If you
so.
haven't got it.
So yeah, use that with your template library. And then if we go in, just the styles that you can make. Of course, you can go really rustic jungle sort of feel, hence the collection. But by changing the colours, whether it's your pens you're using, whether it's your aqua pens, whatever it is, you're going to get a completely different look. Absolutely incredible having all these different animals from the jungle. Yeah. I mean, this one there, even just using it just as a frame. A way to frame something.
You could pop a photo behind it, couldn't you?
You could, absolutely, yeah. And then look at that for, you know, for the door, around the bottle of a bottle of wine, something like that. Or, of course, what about creating the tags, because we've got the rub-ons within one of the bundles. So, let's sort all that later on. So I'm going to come in now with the edgeable die. So I've got some cardstock here, white card and black card, both of which are cut to 5x6. We are going to do die cutting with this edgeable die, but before we do that, this is where we're going to come along with what we were doing yesterday in masterclass. So I've got the grasshopper. This one is the water reactive.
Yeah.
So we're just going to smoosh it into our glass mat here, and then I'm going to spritz with some water just to get that activated, and then I'm just going to then press down. I don't want it in any specific flow or shade or look or style. I just want to get a lot of these greens come in. It is grass. It looks really like greeny for grasshopper.
Yeah.
I thought it's more like that's more like the other green than grasshopper. Obviously. It is clearly...
What's the other one? Spring
Meadow. It's like a more spring meadow than grasshopper. Let me get the... Have we got green topaz? Here we go. We'll use that one as well. It is definitely on the back grasshopper, yeah. Sometimes the lids can get mixed up accidentally, but yeah, no, it's the right one. So let's then go in. Let's just tap in and get some more of that excess going. Let's then take a little bit of kitchen roll.
Sorry, I'm just laughing. We got pictures coming through of your... So we're celebrating... Hang on a minute. Draw a picture of a bird day today. We're giving away the Kingfisher Halcyon Days 3D embossing folder. Comment to win, but also send in your pictures of birds, whether you've created a project or you've taken a picture of a bird. We've had someone send us a picture of a seagull, but we don't know who it's from. So you need to put your name on the images so we can credit you when we show them in just a little bit.
Interesting to see.
Go.
Interesting to see. Oh, the seagulls in Dundee are lethal.
Oh, same with the ones we get down my way in Devon.
Oh,
you walk around with a sandwich in your hand at your own risk.
Snap. That literally happened to me, Johnny, a couple of times ago when I was back home in Scotland. Went into Dundee. I thought, I'm going to get a sausage roll from Greg. So went out and got a sausage roll. Had to walk down the centre of Dundee city centre and then whoosh, right past my ear. It was a gull taking it out my hand. Took it right out my hand. Took it right out my hand and flew away with it. Yep. But you do that, you know, when you do that thing, you look about as if to make it look as though you're not actually that bothered.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
I know, they're not cheap. So yeah, did actually happen. So let's go in.
I've had a sandwich snapped out of my hand on the beach in Lyme Regis. And it was only the other day I told the story, so I won't tell it again, of my brother-in-law. If you ever go down to Sidmouth and see paint all over the seafront on the promenade there, that was him. He'd been to the DIY shop. I'll tell it now. He'd been to the DIY shop to get some paint, and he was walking down Sidmouth seafront. He had paint in one hand and he had a sandwich in the other. Might have been a pasty actually. And the seagull swooped down to grab his sandwich, and so his automatic reaction was to swing with his other hand, which had the can of paint in.
Oh, no.
And as he swung, the lid came off, and he covered the whole of the, well, not the whole of the seafront. He covered the seafront with white paint.
Oh no!
And it's still there to this day.
Is it?
Yeah, it was certainly last time I went down there. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's not quite as bad.
I was saying that last week. There's somewhere in Kent or somewhere where they're being terrorised by I want to say a kite or a buzzard. Oh, they caught it now, have they?
Oh, the hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen the clips of that.
Oh, they've caught it now, producer Johnny says. Oh, did it? It got somebody live on Good Morning Britain. Wow. Oh, thank goodness for that, because people were having to wear like hard hats and all sorts, weren't they? 'Cause
Yeah,
it
they
was
were having
swooping
to
down,
watch, yeah, because it was just going down.
getting them.
I know, they're getting a little bit sure of themselves, these animals, birds. Taking over.
Taking like Jurassic Park, he just said.
It's
Hi,
a
Carlene Savany.
good film song.
Hey? That was a great film. Carlene's joined us doing housework. She's watching. DM Crafts 8 says hello from Connecticut. And Karen says, hi again. I'll have to look around for white cream eggs. Not sure if we have them in Australia. And Julie says, I'm currently on holes in Seaton, Devon, and watched a seagull swipe a young lad's sandwich. Yes, Julie, it happens down there too. You're just around the corner from me parents-in-law. They live just outside of Seaton. Lovely part of the world.
You have to be careful with them, don't you?
You
really
certainly
careful.
do.
And just making sure at least all the bits are out, so I don't have to do what we done yesterday. Did you hear about that, Ben?
No.
Miss Lily had been using one of the flora and fauna big frame dies.
Right.
And didn't clean it out.
Oh,
it was full of black bits of cardstock.
Oh,
so it was definitely Lily. It was definitely Lily. So I jokingly says, oh, I'm going to put it on her desk. And then it was like, no, I can't do that. And Debbie's like, this was live, you guys were watching. Debbie's like, you don't do it, I will. So we went and put it on Lily's desk.
And she did it?
Yeah, she did, yeah.
That's so
yeah,
funny.
You'll see it actually. She posted it on her Instagram story and then I reshared it as well. Yeah, it was funny.
Have you had an email to say sorry?
Well, no, I was half expecting like a general email going about and saying, you know, we're all up for fun, but you know, don't do that. But no, Lily being Lily took it as a joke. She took the funny
did she?
side.
That's why Craig's not on Craft Under the Hammer at 3 o'clock, because he's actually in a meeting.
And I might not be in later on for
with
lunch
HR.
party. Yeah, so it's all a bit of fun. But what it was definitely, it was when she done the craft along the other Saturday with the flora and fauna.
Oh, yeah.
Which is my turn this Saturday. I'm on this Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Make It Saturday and the craft along. So first time working with George since he come back. So it'll be good. Although I hope he's ready because Saturday's 1 hour craft along is action packed. There's lots going on. It's the tea and coffee collection.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. Made a little. I don't think I've shared a sneak peek yet on social.
I want to say I haven't seen it.
No. I was going through and going past and going into different coffee chains and McDonald's and getting little sachets of sugar and stuff like that to make a little hot drink kind of, you know, you'll see it. I've got, well, this is where the biscuits that you've been munching in the green room have come from.
Oh, from all the coffee shops you've been to?
Yes, so it was the Biscoff biscuits. So it's like Biscoff biscuits. There's a tea bag, there's a sachet of coffee, there's some sachets of sugar, of milk, a little stirrer. So all these I got out the coffee chains and I was buying them and then getting extra ones. And we made a little tea and coffee drinks bag and then we'll decorate it with the tea and coffee craft along.
I thought you were going to say you'd use the sugar as like a shaker element or something for a minute there.
Oh no, there's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Just like open it up and tip it into your cup.
I love that. So yeah, that's Saturday. So that'll be a good one. Looking forward to that. And then the actual Make It Saturday, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't got a clue what's going on. So I've not done one yet, so that'll be fun. George will keep me right.
I'm sure he will.
Sure he will.
I'm sure you won't both lead each other down the wrong path.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Sure we will. But that'll be fun.
Good fun Saturday. Make It Saturday's a good
Yeah, you were
show.
on the other one, weren't you?
I was on a couple of weeks back with Sara, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and relaxed. Prizes to be won.
Just mixes it up. It's weird because, like today, there's not loads of people in the office, but on Saturday, it's something different about a Saturday. You kind of get that feeling that none of the big bosses really are like watching and seeing what's happening. It's just like dead silent. So when you're in here on a Saturday, it's like you feel like you can get away with a lot more. So let's see what Saturday brings.
That's until they review the shows on Monday morning and you get called into the office.
Yes, and Craig's never on a Saturday again. Or is that my plan? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I like working Saturdays. So let's go in here. See how that's got my drop shadow.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I like doing my one Saturday a month.
Yeah.
Let's then bring that one in there. A little bit of a drop shadow with the black there, how it works well. And that could be pattern paper, it could be your green cardstock, but of course it's nice to use your inks. What I'm then doing is I've brought in a card blank, so it was 5 by 6. So it's 5 by 6, and I've come in at 2 inches and then just chopped it. So that is because that will then sit just at the side here. So before we go any further, what I'm going to do is let's come in now with my background paper. So this is from our 6 by 6, and I've trimmed it to 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. And for some reason lately, I've been using our rub-ons a lot more.
Oh yeah.
And I was using them yesterday when I was on with Debbie. So I thought, let's use them again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that spotted background.
I feel like we brought rub-ons back last year.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They disappeared, and then I feel like we did one collection, everyone loved them, and then we popped them in lots of different collections.
Exactly. Yeah, really do agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
And it's nice to enhance the background, as in using, of course, the pattern paper. But what's also lovely, I'm just going to do it here so I can see it. What's also lovely is you're enhancing that background paper. So you've got options. Use the paper on its own, or just come along with the rub-ons and then just add more detail when it comes to the foil transfers. And I'm just going to take my bone folder, I'm just going to rub and roll back and forth, till I'm happy with that pressure and that coverage. And then what I can always do, as I start to then peel it back, if I do see that I've missed any bits, then what I can do is just lay it flat again and then give it more pressure. So I'm just peeling back like so. Now it's hard to see it on the paper. You can see that little bit of a sheen, but for me it's harder to see it on the paper, so I'm actually looking at the back end, making sure that I've got none left on, which I don't, so that's fine. So now what I've got is where you can start to see the sheen there, that's nice and sticky. So this is where we're coming along with our foil. Now you could use your powders if you want to. If you've got your creative powders, you could use those. But I'm going to come along with my gold foil that we've got within that set as well. And let me just lay that down over the top. And again, you can go in with your bone folder if you want, but when it comes to the foil, I actually just prefer to go with my hands and my fingers. Just give that a rub over the back there for it to get a nice layer. Sticks nicely. And then same as applying it, I can just peel that back. If it's missed any, I can go back, rub it back in, and then peel it back again. But then look at that. So we've now taken our 6 by 6 and okay, we've chopped it down slightly, but we've now just enhanced it with that backdrop.
Really good.
And then what I'm going to do, Ben, is this one 2 inch by 5 3/4. I'm just going to do exactly the same. I'm going to take another bit with that background, and I'm just going to do exactly what I've done with that one, but on this one.
Terra Wade says, I just love seeing the Royal Jungle in use. I bought the collection a while back, so I'm grateful for the new ideas. This is a thing, like you'll always find we do specific shows on specific collections, whether it be a masterclass, craft along. So if you do buy, obviously you've got the launch show to go back to watch all the inspiration on whoever might have launched it. But then chances are, the majority of the time, you'll get a good spread of our other crafters, like doing their own take on things, whether it be through a masterclass or whether it be through a craft along. So, you'll go away with maybe 8, 9, 10, probably more different projects, but spread across the different kind of ideas that the different experts bring to you. So it's always worth tuning in, even if you have got the collections. Betty says, I've just sent a photo hubby took in the yard of red-tailed hawks. Thank you, Betty. And good morning, Jen, who says, good morning, Ben, Craig, team, and crafty friends. I'm back, finally feeling better after COVID. I didn't know you had COVID, Jen. Glad you're feeling better. Laurie Rose joins us, and Evelyn Kiefer says, good morning from beautiful Colorado. I was watching the Easter craft and lost track of time.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does.
Flies in, certainly when you're watching crafting.
That's it.
You get lost in the world of all these ideas. It's amazing how you could take inspiration from what I'm making now, or even just showing some finished samples.
Yeah.
It's amazing how just seeing one of those can spark an idea if you're struggling with something. So that's why we do like to show them as well.
That's it.
But I've now got my 2 parts. If I lift that one up, we can see as well. Now you could have done, well, I was about to say you could do it on a hole. No, you couldn't, because it's only 6 by 6. That's bigger than 6 by 6. But you can see that I've just trimmed them down anyway. And then the other thing that I'm going to do at the moment before we start to assemble it, I've just taken a die cut circle. This is just one of our plain edge nesting dies. I'm going to do what I've done with this one onto my cardstock. And then what we're going to do is we're then going to come along and we're going to then take the actual sentiment, Simply Wild About You. So let's just do the inking. So repeating that step and repeating that step, and then we can then start to assemble.
Still to come, don't forget, Crafts Under the Hammer is on the way in half an hour. And then tonight, live at 5, we have got launch party. Busy show tonight, actually, on launch party. Ombre ink pads collection. We've also got the My Special Papers and a brilliant deal on those Taking Flight creator cards as well. That is a sensational buy. And all of this now today with an extra 10% off. Were you here? Do you know? We've just had a code drop literally 25 minutes ago. It's extra 10, EXTRA10. Type that in and it is site wide as well. So you can use it on this, you can use it on all the deals coming up. You can use it tonight. It's a great opportunity to save yourself a little bit of extra money. Extra 10, EXTRA10. Type that in at checkout and you'll get that extra 10% off. Hello Evelyn, hello Robin. It says I've just sent in a photo. Had to scroll back to December last year. I didn't realise how much I talked to my mum. And Tara Baldwin says, I also love the no waste with the foil. Every millimetre is usable,
It is.
Say. And you do get, if you want that foil, by the way, that does come in another bundle that we've got for you on the Shop the Show. You get the pearl powders included in there as well. 2 lovely components this collection, Craig, the adhesive foils and then the pearl powders as well.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, and they both work well.
Yes.
Because you can use the foils with the adhesive background as well as the pearl powders too.
Hello Rhonda, you just joined us. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Keep the comments coming, as I say. We've got the 3D Kingfisher embossing folder to give away at the end of the show. All you've got to do is comment. And if you want to send in pictures, you can do that as well. Is that a little sentiment you've got there?
Yeah, it's just a little sentiment that says, Simply Wild About You.
Aww.
And we're going to position that in the middle. Now, the great thing with the foil is, of course, I've done my backdrop, then I've popped the sentiment on top. But because the foils, essentially, because then they become resistant, what I could have done is I could have done my foil with my sentiment first, then my ink over the top,
yes.
And then, of course, that foiled sentiment would resist the ink. So you can do it either way. There's no right or wrong way. But I'm just going to go in, and then I'm just going to then press it down. If you are doing it the way I've done it, just make sure your cardstock is thoroughly dry before you start to peel it off. And then let's also take my gold, just press that one down, and then we can then start to assemble it. But this sort of collection, this is where if you really wanted to make this collection more, let's say, feminine, what about bringing the Wild at Heart papers in?
Oh, that's nice.
You know, bringing all those ones in as well. They would work with this collection, but of course you've got a different stance where it comes with more pinks and lilacs
and certainly
and
the way
purples.
you've adapted the paper there with the foil on top, that really does tie in with the Wild at Heart even more now.
It does, yeah, absolutely, it does. So you've got a lot of creative play. You've got a lot of creative play with all of our collections, but certainly when it comes to things such as your Royal Jungle,
yeah.
Wild at Heart, that sort of thing, there's so many different directions and avenues that you can take it in. So this is the great thing. And then tomorrow, I've got a masterclass on 12 by 12 papers and card. Yeah. And one of the projects that I'm going to do is actually using one of the Wild at Heart papers, which of course you could be using the Royal Jungle as well. So make sure you tune into that, because I've tried to think and try to come up with different projects using one single 12 by 12 sheet. So that's going to be tomorrow. So let's press this in, hold that down, and then what I want to do here, now I've got my drop shadow, what I do want to do is I just want to trim the black off the top and the bottom, because I don't really want that showing. I just want to have the edges. So I've got my drop shadow coming out to the side. So let's bring in my card blank or my card stock, and then let's bring in our background, and then I'm just going to matte and layer these all together. That will go into there, and that's pretty much all that I am going to do.
Let us know in the comments if you've already got this collection. If you haven't yet got it, are you picking this up today? Essentially, if you want to buy the collection on the screen, you're going to pay £36 today, or you're going to pay, what's that, £5.20 coming off that, so £46.80 if you're a Platinum member and you use that extra 10 code. Laurie says, I love this collection. I haven't ordered it yet, but I have bought and received the paper. Today might be the day. Today might be the day. Sandy says, I love to craft whilst watching CTV, even if it's not the collection they're working on. It inspires me to be creative. Helen Underwood loves the Jungle collection. And hello to Mary Shaw and Christine Mahoney, who says, hello again, flurries in April. Ooh. I'll be painting in my car today. So obviously you're not talking about muck flurries. You're talking about snow flurries.
Snow flurries.
That's in New York, isn't it, Christine? We've got sunshine today. I don't want to rub it in. About 15 degrees.
Although I wouldn't mind seeing the snow flurries in New York.
What, in June?
No, well, no, I don't know. I want sunshine in June. Yeah. Yep. Yes, do that. Thank you, Johnny. We're just arranging things, giving me ideas, additional ideas.
Producer Johnny's just gone, I'll tell you where that rooftop bar is.
Do you know what? Mum keeps mentioning about the rooftop bar. I wonder if it's the same one. Probably going to be the same one, isn't it?
How high up is it when you say rooftop? Like how many stories? Like what, 20? 90?
Okay, wow.
Oh, you've used the Empire State? Ah, right. Wowee.
That must be near Madison Square Garden, is it, Johnny? The letterbox building, yeah. Ah, down that way.
I bet you pay for the view.
The view, yeah.
Don't you?
I bet you pay for the drink as well. But
yeah.
Pay for both.
Yeah, Johnny didn't care.
As it gets closer and closer, I'm just getting more and more excited.
It's not long now, though, is it, really?
No. Nope.
What do you think? We've got probably 3 weeks left of April. 7 weeks.
So I leave on the 19th of June.
It's about 9 weeks.
So it's not long. Not long at all.
He's going to stay out there, isn't he? I can see it now.
If there's a craft store or that out there, I might just stay.
Looking for a demonstrator?
Just for a demonstrator, yeah.
Yeah. Christine Mahoney probably show you the sights and the sounds, get you a job out there. Don't stay out there, though. Don't stay out there, because if you do, then we'll all have to come and move out as well.
More than welcome. More than welcome. We could always just take CTV with us.
I'd love that. Let's move this from Newton Aycliffe
to New York City.
New York, New York.
Yeah, just do it at different parts of the city of Manhattan. Just be on the curb in Times Square, just doing a sale on cardstock.
Just like pop up and do little like pop-up studio.
Yeah.
Just do little shows. Live, shows. Imagine that, live.
That would be great.
From Times Square.
That puts a whole different meaning on Friday Night Live, doesn't it?
Can you imagine that?
Friday Night Live from New York City.
New York City.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Christine says, yes, no McFlurries, but I like where you went there. Funny. Thank you, Christine. Kathy's in Missouri saying hello. Lynn Harvey says, I get involved watching, then forget to comment. And I love the leaves edgeable, says Kathy Green in Mechanicsburg. She says, looks amazing with the black shadowing behind them. Yeah,
the black. You know, and I know for those that watch on a daily basis, or certainly watch myself, you will know that I always talk about how impactful black can be. Don't be scared of black. I know obviously black traditionally, but you know, it's not always a positive, but black is so incredible to be using when it comes to just lifting and highlighting and framing your card.
I feel like you all are doing a lot more now, like with drop shadows, but then also, like you say, with your mattes and layers, helping to almost bring out the colour of another matte and layer. And also like you did, I think it was you, in fact I'm sure it was, a few weeks back, when you did a triple drop shadow.
Yes, yeah, that was
using white, black and pink.
That was with the Unicorn collection.
Looks stunning.
Yeah.
Just added that extra layer and made it pop even more.
Exactly, yeah. I think that was white, pink and black, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah, always have a little bit of a play. Even if you think, oh, that would look not very appealing with the black, just try it. Worst case scenario, it's just a little bit of cardstock. So yeah, always try a little layer of black. So I'm just taking these back, and so I've just gone in some of these kind of banana leaves, and what I'm doing is if we get them nice and gold, and we'll do a really quick bit of fussy cutting, because I just feel we need something just to stick out there, and then that will be us done when it comes to this card. So we're just going to go in, pick up any of the bits. Also as well, yesterday when we were talking about foils, I never got a chance to actually show what I was meaning, and that is, usually what we'll say is, you know, all that excess, you know, it's not going to be waste. You can reuse all of that. And what I meant by that, now I know, of course, I've just covered this, but even although that's all spot check that you can see there, I've used some of it, I could still have used that and just kept going over and lifting and then pressing and lifting and keep using it until all of that gold's gone.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by, even although it looks at first it's been used, which it has, you can still use all that excess to your advantage, so you're not wasting any of it. But let's just take these three, Ben. I'm going to fussy cut them relatively quickly, and then we can then finish the card.
25 minutes until Crafts Under the Hammer. Don't forget tonight as well, launch party is back. Karen says, which bundle are the rub-ons in? So they're in a, I don't know what the exact title of it is, it's the pearl powders, and there it is, embellishments. Pearl powders, and then you get your rub-ons in that bundle as well. So that's the one that you want to go for on the Shop the Show. £25, $30, but don't forget it isn't that, because you can use your code. What's the code, everybody? Extra 10. You use that code at checkout, you'll get an extra 10% off on top of your Club Inspired discount as well, which is incredible. So essentially that's going to be, well, £18 then, isn't it? If you're a Platinum member, or $21.60 if you're in the US and you're Platinum.
Do we still have the 3 for 2 on the 12 by 12?
We do.
Interesting.
All right, Scooby-Doo.
Interesting. I better get in there quick before Lily gets in.
Before what?
Before Lily gets in.
Oh, right, yeah.
The paper pads.
Well, Johnny's just sent me a picture of that rooftop bar. That view is not too shabby. Was that Friday, was it? Can I show that? Look at this. That's the bar you're going to go to.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, send that to me, Johnny, and then I'll forward it to Mum and see if that's the one she was talking about.
If you get there, you've got to get a pic. Pic of you sat right there.
Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
He'll be spamming his Instagram.
He'll
Be like, do you want to mute Craig Laird?
Yes.
Yes. Mute.
Yes. He's only been in New York for 5 minutes and we have to mute his account.
How long are you going for? A week?
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah, 5 days. It's pretty much close to pure 5 days.
Yeah.
Or full 5 days. So yeah, it's one of those that, as Johnny knows, because he was getting fed up of me constantly saying, I'm going to book, and never actually done. Now it's like, gosh, I can't actually believe it's coming soon. I'm going to be there.
What a view, says Trudy. Yeah, what a fantastic view.
Incredible view that is.
Have lots of our viewers been to New York? Let us know if you've ever I know we've got a lot of New York natives, but have a lot of you been and visited New York? Is that a place to go? I know this probably seems like a silly question, but obviously here in the UK, you go to America, you want to go to New York. Is that the same if you are an American, if you get what I mean? Is that
or do they want to go to like London? You know, in the UK we want to go to...
Yeah, so if you're in America, where do you go for like a break? Is New York like a desirable place or not really?
I see
or
what
are there other
you mean.
places that you want to go to?
Yeah, like we'll maybe go to London or St Andrews or something like that.
Yeah.
But in America, where do you guys go? Yeah, I see what you mean.
Look at that.
Look at that. So gone in, we just needed something i.e. those banana leaves, gorgeously foiled. Although what I could have done is done them with the pearl powders within that set there, within the rub-ons. But there you go, just giving you a little idea. So use the papers on their own, but enhance them that little bit with the transfer foils, and then just start to pull it all together.
Brilliant project. Loads of lovely comments coming through as well about that. Remember, keep commenting. It is National Draw a Pick of a Bird Day. So we're giving away that 3D embossing folder from the Kingfisher collection. If you want to win, all you've got to do is comment, and we'll be giving that away at the end of the show, 20 minutes time. Also, just to remind you, we have got the Jungle Card Vellum and Special Effects collection. So a few people asking about that. That is this set here. So your vellum, I'll pop it on the back of here, of course matches up absolutely beautifully with the designs that you've got within your papers there. You have got, I haven't got the actual vellum pack, but I think it's, is it 24 sheets, Johnny? You'll have to remember me. 24 sheets, you're getting 6 designs, 4 sheets of each, I do believe. We will double check that. But then also on top of that, you're going to get all of your beautiful special effects papers. So this is 24 sheets. Here you're getting 8 different designs, 4 sheets of each. So this is that leopard print flock. You get that in yellow and also in orange. And again, I mean, the colours are fantastic. What you'll appreciate though when you get this back is that feel, that touch, that tactile feel to the beautiful flocking. You've got the stripes there as well. You also get that in the orange. I don't have a sample of that with me, but you get that included within the set. And then you get the UV as well. So each of these you're getting 3 sheets. So you've got that UV design in the snake skin, in the green. You've got the reptile design, the croc design also in the green. Then you get the snake design again in that beautiful yellow. And then you've also got that in the brown as well, in the reptile. So you've got all of that included, 24 sheets of the special papers, 24 sheets of the vellum included in there as well, and all of your linen cardstock too, which of course has been designed to match absolutely perfectly with the colours that you've got within your papers. Matches up perfectly with the colours within your special effects, matches up perfectly with your vellums as well. So you're getting 6 different colours in there, 4 sheets of each, giving you your 24 stunning linen cardstock to work perfectly in tandem with this collection, but also, of course, use it without as well. And then we've also got within the bundles the pearl powders and your transfers as well. So the pearl powders are in those 4 beautiful colours just here. I do believe you can buy the brushes separately to this, but you get the 4 pots of the pearl powders, and then you're also going to receive your 24 sheets within the foil transfers. So you've got foil in 4 colours, and then you've got the 6 different designs in there as well. So 4 colours of foil: gold, blue, pink and green. And these are the different designs. So you've got full-on sort of backgrounds, like the one that Craig was using there to go over the top of the papers you've got. So you've got that sort of leopard print design. You've got the stripes in there as well. So these are just showcasing all the different colours that you've got as well. There's that beautiful green in a background sort of leopard spot design. And then in the gold, we just showcase the sort of smaller components, if you like. So you've got all the different leaves and foliage there that you can build up, and that sentiment that Craig just used on the project, Simply Wild About You. You've also got all of your different animals there as well. The lion, you've got the hippo, the elephant, toucan on there, that wildcat. You've got the cockatoo as well, plus some more sentiments. Wild at heart, welcome to the jungle, and I'm wild about you. And then, who was it was saying the other day they wanted to get a bird? Was that? Someone was saying they wanted to get a cockatoo. It must have been Debbie Robinson. Must have been, mustn't it? Oh, Leanne, that was it. Wanted to get a cockatoo. And then you've got this one here, which has got all of your different leaves on there as well, with the sentiment, in the jungle, the mighty jungle. £20 or $24 if you're platinum. Use your code though, extra 10, and that will get you an extra 10% off. So that comes down to £18 or £21.60. It does exclude third parties, but you probably knew that already. Right, last chance, Saloon, to comment, and then we will be giving away that embossing folder. Crafts Under the Hammer, is it coming in 15 minutes time? What's going to happen in that show? Goodness only knows. First time we're doing it, so I mean, yeah, your guess is as good as mine, to be honest. But let's get in one final quick demo with the Royal Jungle. What are we going to do?
Well, when you say demo, I just thought let's actually stick with the actual. It's gone right out of my head.
The foils.
Transfer foils. But what about we use the powders? Let's show you. Let's have a little bit of a play with the powders. So let's go and just end with some of the extras that I've still got remaining here. The only thing I can't find at the side is the fan brush. So I'm just going to go in with the actual larger paintbrush. The fan brush is better, it's lighter, it's wider. However, if you don't have it, you can absolutely still use the powders. Without a fan brush, just go in with a wider paintbrush. So I'm going to go in with one of the backdrops. Now, whether you're using the actual transfer foils or whether you're going to be using the powders, does not matter. It just applies in the exact same way. Exact same mediums as well. So either your cardstock, your papers, you can go onto your plastics and that as well. Actually, there's an idea. We've got a bit of acetate at the side. It'd be good to show you on that as well. Let's bring in the acetate. So let's do this one to start with. And then we're going to give it a really, really good burnish. And then I'm just going to make sure that it's nicely burnished. And what I mean by that is you'll actually see, I wonder actually, if I do half, if you will see the difference. So if I hold it, you can see how that's more black?
Yeah.
The dots are more black.
Oh, yeah.
Than the left-hand side is more black than the right-hand side, i.e. the spots. That is because I've pressed down more. So what you want to do is you want to really give it a good press down so that you know that the actual sticky backing is stuck down really, really well. And then hopefully what you'll probably see is there you see, you can see the full backdrop, that full pattern edge to edge now. So prise that one away, and then what we can do is we can go in with some of the powders. So you've got 4 beautiful colours. You can also use any of the powders that you've got previously as well. Let's go in with, I'm always a sucker for anything that's teal and mints and blues or duck egg blues.
This has got a little shaker built into the lid, isn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does indeed. So all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle lightly over it. You really do not need a lot whatsoever. And then what I'm going to do is if I then just start to then pull that down.
Yeah.
Look at that. How epic is that? And I've still got loads of powder left over. Loads and loads of powder is left over. So I can then just make sure I've got that nice adhesion. Let's then take, while I've got all this excess, let's just take this bit here as well so I can use it all up. None of this will go to waste. This can go into a little box and be used again at some point. These could be banners and strips and decoration for your cards. But do again what I was doing before. Give that a really good press down. You can use your emboss mat. I think Debbie sometimes uses the embossing mat with the Gemini. Might be Debbie, but someone does. You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
I do prefer just to go in and press down with my bone folder. And then whether it's the fan brush or whether, of course, it is the paintbrush, what we've got is we've got the most beautiful, beautiful backdrop.
Look at that shimmer.
I mean, look at that shimmer bouncing off.
Is that set now?
That's set. Well, it is and it isn't. So at the moment, it is set. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of like buff it off here.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't actually I do. Bear with me. So when you ask Ben, is it set? So I can cut into it, I can die cut it, I can do all of that, no problem at all. If that gets into contact with water, what it'll start to do is it'll start to fade and dilute. So what you want to do is, if you want to set it, now when I say the most cheapest hairspray, I mean it. If you can get hairspray for 49p, something like that, the cheapest of hairspray, make sure, and this was new to me, I didn't realise when we first launched our powder, for you guys stateside, make sure it's a bog standard hairspray. Yeah. There's no oils in it, there's no fragrance in it other than hairspray fragrance. So when I say the cheapest, I really do mean the cheapest. And then all that you're going to do is just, I'm running out here. Oh, well, he says, let's go. What you would want to do is with your hairspray, just give it a light waft over. Now, I've not used mine for a while, so I've just gone and spritzed all the way out, but a fine mist of the hairspray, that is then set, Ben. That is it set, so if it was to come into contact with water, you don't need to worry. Yeah. It's going to be absolutely fine. And then just quickly, let's go onto a bit of acetate so that you can see. Let's go into that other half here.
Just whilst you're doing that, so Kathy Green says, Craig, is the other way to use the pearl powders to use the translucent ink pad?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So if you want to use the pearl powders with all of your stamps, then yes, use your translucent clear watermark ink pad. So just stamp your stamps with that watermark ink pad, and then you're going to then brush the powder over the top.
Excellent.
And that's how you're going to use them with your stamps.
Hello, Gail. Hello, Christine. Says there's so many places to go in the US. New York, Niagara Falls, California, the Grand Canyon, tons of other places. And Doreen says, Craig, I just ordered cream eggs years ago. I ate them in the UK. Didn't know they were still available here in the Netherlands. So I've just ordered on a Dutch site. Lol.
Excellent.
And Evelyn, there were 81 eggs in that jar this morning. You were just asking. And it was Karen who won the voucher. So well done, Karen. Just before you go as well, Craig, all the 4 colours of the pearl powders, if you can let us know. I know this is the second of the 4, isn't it? You're using
it is
here?
Indeed, yeah. So let's do it, because I forgot I'm going off. You're staying on, haven't I? So let's just briefly dust them off. So that now, Ben, is on acetate.
Yes.
Look at that, isn't that fab?
It is.
Now, can you imagine if that was a big kind of 5x5 sheet from the foils? Then, of course, you can do your big backdrops. But yeah, that is that onto acetate, and then also your cardstock. But when it comes to the actual 4 colours, they're on the back. No, they're not. So you have got your ruby.
Yep.
You've then also got sunshine. You've always got rich grass. And then you've also got foliage green. So they're the 4 colours of the pearl powders that you've got within that Royal Jungle.
Fantastic. Hi to Lindsay's joined us saying, watching from the Scottish borders, sitting outside in lovely sunshine, making a snuffle mat from my dog. Pray do tell, what is a snuffle mat? Is that like, what is that? Is that where you put down the, no, that's a lick mat, isn't it?
A what mat?
A lick mat, where you put down like the little squeezy, you get the little squeezy things, can't you? And then you put it on the mat and then they lick the mat. So a snuffle mat, I guess,
Who licks a mat?
The dog.
Oh, the dog.
Not the owner.
I didn't hear you say the word dog, so I just heard you talking about licking a mat.
Sat outside with my dog.
Ah.
Yeah, let us know what a snuffle mat is before we go. And there's a picture, I believe, of a snuffle mat. Oh, Robin, I love this. So Robin McMorrow has created a project with Robin.
Oh, that's beautiful. Lovely colouring. Lovely colouring.
Fantastic, Robin. Thank you. I've got the winner as well just come through of the Halcyon Days embossing folder, which we'll do in just a moment. Let's just remind you about everything which is in this Essentials collection. So it's 40 quid essentially, but it isn't. Because you're going to use your code EXTRA10. Who gives you extra? We do. EXTRA10, site-wide, excluding third parties. So you can use it here, get an extra 10% off this. And these are all the elements that you're going to get. So you've got the creator card die here, which is the Born to Be Wild. Comes with the leopard. And then you've got all these other stamps as well, which you can pop in its place. So if you want a tiger behind those leaves, you can. If you want the lion, then you can pop the lion behind there. If you want the toucan, The 2 can go behind there. And then I think probably my favourite in this collection is just, wait till you get these home and see these up close. They're beautifully illustrated, these stunning majestic elephant. So all of those stamps are included within the bundle. Craig's used obviously a lot from this set as well, that foliage border being one of the items on that first project. So that is included, that beautiful edgeable. And another great way to use the jungle foliage, of course, alongside that edgeable, but you've got those 9 different dies there to be able to build up your foliage wreaths and borders. Then you've got your sentiments in here. So the jungle royalty is in die and also stamp form. So you've got Queen of the and King of the, and then you've got jungle in die form. And then you've got all of your sentiments in stamp form as well. So go wild on your birthday, Queen of the Jungle, have a awesome time. It's a jungle out there, born to be wild. Welcome to the jungle and more. And then you've got your 2 embossing folders, which I think are absolutely incredible. There's that stunning croc print, reptile print, if you like, and you also get, I think, one of the most beautifully detailed embossing folder I've seen, which is the snake print as well. So all of that in the bundle, £40 or $52 is your platinum price on that. But remember, you use that code extra10, you get that 10% off as well, and that is site-wide. Thank you for all your lovely comments on this show. Don't go anywhere. All you will need to do is just hang fire wherever you're watching. I think you'll need to refresh your page, and then you'll see the hold screen come up for Crafts Under the Hammer, which is going to be a half hour. Basically, the deals are live for half an hour, and then they're gone. That is it. So you need to be in watching that show. It's going to be fast and furious, and I get to bang a hammer. So what could be more fun than that? Congratulations to Julie Kimber, who has won the embossing folder on our celebration of Draw a Pick of a Bird Day. CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Julie, if you message us, we will get that sent out to you. Craig, that's you done for a couple of hours. Launch party tonight, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah, launch party. So we're going to be, we'll have a play with some papers, we'll have a play with some punches as well, maybe have a look at the template library, as well as maybe those taken flight dies as well. So it's going to be a fun show, as always.
Yeah, just writing your name, Julie, on the prize there. There we go. Yes, so lots to come tonight. I'll be back with you in about 3 minutes' time. They tell me I've got to wear a bow tie and a jacket for this. It's all about the presentation. But essentially, it's half hour. We've got 10 deals. You'll have 3 minutes on each deal. That's all we're going to do. We're going to whiz through them all. You'll have half an hour to pick up the deals. And they were already incredible. They'll be even more incredible when you use that code. I'll see you in about 3 minutes.
Doodles.